Hey Meera, I was reading this story, A Letter to God, and it's such a strange yet touching tale. Could you explain it to me? I want to make sure I got it right.
Of course, Arav. It's one of my favorite stories by Gregorio López y Fuentes. What part confused you?
The whole idea of writing a letter to God seemed unusual to me. How does it all begin?
Well, the story is set in a small village where Lencho, a poor farmer, resides with his family. They rely entirely on their crops to survive. The story starts with Lencho looking forward to a good harvest as his cornfield is thriving.
Right? And then it rains, doesn't it?
Yes, exactly. Lencho is overjoyed when it starts raining because the rain is like a blessing for his crops. But soon, the rain turns into a hailstorm which destroys his entire field.
Oh yes, I remember that. The description of the destruction was heartbreaking, like how the crops were left looking like a sea of salt.
True. Lencho and his family are devastated because they have no food or money left, and they have no way to survive until the next harvest.
And then comes the letter, right?
That's right. Lencho has an unshakable faith in God. He believes God will help him in his time of need. So, he writes a letter to God, explaining his situation and asking for 100 pesos to sow his fields again and feed his family.
It's incredible how much trust he had. But what happens after he mails the letter?
That's where the twist comes in. The postman reads the letter and is so moved by Lencho's faith that he shares it with his colleagues. They decide to help Lencho by collecting money to fulfill his request.
Did they manage to gather the full 100 pesos?
Not quite. They collect 70 pesos, put the money in an envelope, and sign it God before delivering it to Lencho.
How does Lencho react when he gets the money?
That's the ironic part. Lencho is thankful at first, but quickly becomes angry when he realizes the money isn't the full amount he requested.
What? Why would he be angry?
Lencho believes that God sent him all 100 pesos, but that the post office employees must have stolen the rest. He even writes another letter to God, asking him to send the remaining money. But this time, he tells God to send it directly to him and not through the bunch of crooks at the post office.
That's hilarious and sad at the same time. It shows how deeply Lencho believed in God, but also how unaware he was of the kindness of the post office employees.
Exactly. The story beautifully illustrates themes of faith, generosity, and irony. Lencho's faith in God is unwavering, but the irony lies in his mistrust of the very people who helped him.
That makes sense now. It's a great story with such a powerful message about human nature and kindness. Thanks for explaining it, Meera.
Anytime. Arav, literature always teaches us something new, doesn't it?
Right. And for more such summaries, subscribe to the Eloquent Explorers.
Let's pack up and go home now, Arav.
Goodbye.